Welcome back, everyone. 3 brackets down, 1 to go. Several teams and their fans still waiting to see where and if their school makes it into the field of 68. Let's get to it. Final region of the tournament brackets from the NCAA and its corporate champions as we reveal the East region. These are games to be played Saturday and Monday, the 20th and the 22nd. And the number 1 seed is Michigan, the Wolverines. What a nice stop it is for Juwan Howard, the head coach of the Wolverines.
Terrific job all season long. They've been a little banged up lately, limp into the tournament, well deserving of that number 1 seed.
And they will play the winner of the first 4 game on Thursday, March the 18th, between the Mountaineers of Mount St. Mary's out of the Northeast. 12-10 on the year, 9-7. They won the NEC tournament title, 17th in the nation in scoring defense. They do play some defense. They're going up against Texas Southern, the Tigers from the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Tigers ended Prairie View A&M's 15-game win streak to secure the SWAC tournament championship. Moving on, the 8th seed in the East will be LSU. The Tigers went to the SEC tournament final for the first time since 1993. LSU 18-9.
That is a dangerous 8 seed because you think about perhaps them advancing and matching up with Michigan. That team is extremely, they show really well today against Alabama. And when they defend, they can score with anybody in the country.
We always talk about these 8-9 matchups. They're going to go up against St. Bonaventure. You saw them earlier in Atlantic 10 regular season title and Atlantic 10 tournament championships. The Bonnies are going to be facing a formidable opponent in LSU. Let's move on down the bracket. The 5th seed, the Buffaloes of Colorado at 22-8 out of the Pac-12, reach the Pac-12 tournament finals before losing to Oregon State. They will meet 12th seed Georgetown. The Hoyas out of the Big East, their first Big East tournament title since 2007.
If you want to grab hold of a 12 over a 5, the way the Hoyas rolled through the Big East tournament in New York, they certainly are playing at a high level, and this is a comfortable matchup going against Colorado.
I like Georgetown in that game, too.
Let's round out this part of the bracket with the number 4 seed out of the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, 16-6 on the year. Coach Leonard Hamilton brings the Seminoles back to the tournament for a 4th straight year. They reach the ACC tournament finals before losing to Georgia Tech.
How about a potential Sweet 16 between Florida State and Michigan? I like the Seminoles in that one, Clark, for the Elite 8.
Take a look, the 13 seed, the Spartans of UNC Greensboro at 21-8. They beat Mercer in the Southern Conference Tournament Championship game. Now, new part of the bracket. 6th seed, BYU from the West Coast. 2nd in the WCC during the regular season, losing to top seed Gonzaga in a game they led by as many as 14. 8 quad 1 and 2 wins. The BYU Cougars at 20-6. They will play the winner of the first 4 game on Thursday, the 18th.
Wow.
Michigan State at 15-12 as Tom Izzo appears in his 23rd straight NCAA tournament. And UCLA, the Bruins, the number 11 seed, ending the season on a 4-game losing streak.
Championship games in the first 4.
Wow.
That sound you heard was everyone in America falling off their couch. Frankly, I'm surprised that those teams ended up in the first 4. Michigan State has beaten all 3 number 1 seeds in this tournament and still ended up in the first 4. That's 2021.
But they're in.
They're in.
All right, the number 3
been a long
seed,
wait for those 2.
Number 3 seed in the East region, Shaka Smart's Texas Longhorns, 19-7 on the year. They win their first ever Big 12 tournament championship.
And this team early on was playing as well as anybody, hit a skid, but have now ascended, and they're a threat to get to Lucas Oil Stadium.
They will play the Wildcats of Abilene Christian out of the Southland Conference. Ran away from Nichols 79-45 in the Southland tournament final. The number 7 seed, the UConn Huskies out of the Big East. They return to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2016, and they will meet 10th seed Maryland. The Terps, 16-13 on the year. The Terps are in the NCAA tournament 5 times now in the last 6 seasons. And at the very bottom, the number 2 seed, Alabama, the Crimson Tide, 24-6, won the SEC regular season title for the first time in 19 years, then won their first SEC tournament final, defeating LSU by 1. They will meet the 15th seed, guess who? The Gales of Iona. Headed up by Rick Pitino, the 3rd coach in NCAA history to take 5 schools to the NCAA tournament. They won the MAC tournament title, defeating Fairfield. All right, the breakdown of conferences that earned multiple bids looks like this. No surprise, the Big Ten leads the way with 9 teams. The Big 12 and ACC are next with 7 bids. 5 conferences received 2 bids each. Should any of these conferences have a team withdraw, a replacement team will fill their spot in the bracket. Now, the 4 teams that just missed the 68-team tournament field, Louisville, Colorado State, St. Louis, Ole Miss, are in that order on standby to replace any team from a multi-bid conference that is forced to withdraw. No replacement teams will be added after Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Any withdrawals after this deadline will be ruled a no contest.